me that South Carolinians want a strong leader, and that's who Donald Trump is. We had peace overseas. You didn't have Russia invading Ukraine. You didn't have proxy wars with Iran. We were not giving billions of dollars to Iran under Donald Trump. We didn't have the people that are flooding our border, invading our southern border illegally under Donald Trump. And in fact, when you look at how weak Joe Biden is, what he did on his first day in office is reverse every good border security measure that Donald Trump created under his presidency went away. Joe Biden erased all of that. And Joe Biden today wants to act like it's Republicans' fault. The border is purely Joe Biden's fault, but Donald Trump is the only man who can save America today. Trump started a movement a long time ago, and I was on the ground floor of that movement in 2015 when nobody gave him a chance. And Horry County, right here in Myrtle Beach, was ground zero for Donald Trump in South Carolina. It's good to be home.
Congresswoman, Nikki Haley has endorsed you before, fundraised for you. Why are you out so forcefully against her?
Well, this is not about any one person. This is about saving a nation. I liked her as governor, but South Carolina loves Donald Trump, and he's the man who can save our country. It's very clear that this primary is not even going to be close. Endorsing Donald Trump was an easy call.
But also at the expense of Nikki Haley, who called out her record.
Well, I mean, everyone's political record, everyone's vote, everyone's statements are fair game, and that's what this is about. Whose record do we like better for president? And that's Donald Trump's. Anything I'd like to see what? Is there anything you'd like to see? Well, obviously the very first thing we've got to do when Donald Trump is president is take the southern border seriously again, like he did as president of the United States. He started the wall, and it'll be time to finish the wall. You look at what Joe Biden has done, you look at the fentanyl crisis, you look at the crimes being committed all across this country, even in South Carolina. We've had members of the MS-13 gang since Joe Biden was elected president arrested in South Carolina. We have law enforcement that are injured by exposure to fentanyl. We have kids dying from drug overdoses. We have human trafficking and sex trafficking all across South Carolina. Every state has now become a border state. We want someone who's going to be tough on China, who's going to lower taxes, who's going to keep our country prosperous and safe, and that man is Donald Trump.
Congresswoman, have you had conversations about maybe potentially being a vice presidential pick for Donald Trump at all?
I have not. My focus is on South Carolina and strictly on South Carolina. I love some of the names that are being mentioned. We've heard about some folks that are on that list from our state who are great. There are great leaders all across this country, and I'm sure he will make the right decision for our nation. Great. Thank you, guys.